is.
Yeah. See if I can go to the. Yeah, is we live? Is we live on this motherfucker or not?
Live, hold on.
Is we it say live? But I don't see.
Live. Yeah, we live.
Sir, we here.
Yes, sir.
The word. What's the word? What's the word? How everybody feeling?
What y'all on?
Vampire stream activated. Hello, hello. Paris Nation, what's the
Paris
word?
Nation.
Dope Beezy, what's the word?
What y'all on?
Hello, hello, hello.
Let's see what we got on here.
Roll call, man. Where everybody at? Where everybody from? How y'all feeling? Check in.
What city y'all in? We on late.
Me and my boy Devon True in the mix. Vampire stream.
Yes, sir.
I'm signing the Maverick approach. Y'all all did.
Y'all finished. Hey, hey, y'all finished.
Much love to everybody.
Nah,
Who
much
here
love.
with the Holloman Air Force Base landing that happened? Who knows about that? Who's familiar with that?
You said the what?
Holloman Air Force Base.
Nah, put us on. Get us up to speed.
Hold on, let me send you something real quick, brother.
Get me up to speed on that. You can always count on BH to get you up to speed.
Definitely get y'all up to speed, man. It's important. All right, boy. Let's do this.
Let's see what this. Okay, I've seen this picture before.
All right, now I'm gonna send you a link.
Okay. Man, y'all put y'all cities in the chat. Y'all finally caught a live. Shout out Jay Shmoney.
Shout out to all the members that's tuned in. We finna get crazy tonight.
Uh-oh. Watch the Proof is out there, season 4. Let's see. Beastly House, Holloman Air Force Base, UFO in the cabin that defies gravity. The fuck? Hold on.
Y'all see this?
It's It's a photograph of a UFO hovering over Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. Confirmation that President Eisenhower had a top secret meeting with aliens there in a cabin built in supposedly anomalous spot in the redwood forest defying the laws of gravity. What's going on? Wait. What is the origin of Frightening House? Recorded in Whitsett, British Columbia. Tony Harris and his team of experts dive into these claims to find the truth. That's crazy.
Now, there is video of this landing that took place, and some of the officers there on the scene were so shocked because what they described that got out of this craft were people that were tall, but they looked like they was Egyptians. They was dressed in ancient Egyptian garb. This is what the reporting officer said. Right?
Right.
What are the ramifications of that? Because during my research, looking at the pyramids, looking at some of the monoliths, it's almost as if that culture inherited that land, that area. That some of those coffins, not coffins, those granite boxes in the base of the pyramid. Some of the engravings on there came hundreds of years after they were put there, and it wasn't the same technology used with those engravings. So when you see people like Luis Elizondo say, "What if you find 747 jet inside of a pyramid?" You know, what does that mean?
That's wild.
It's a lot of UFO
That's
sightings for
wild.
sure. I feel like there's a change in consciousness happening. I feel like there's some
100%.
type of big event that's coming.
No, definitely. How you feel about that Elon and Trump situation?
Bro, I got good intel, bro. I got good
I know
intel.
you do.
Got good intel. There was some type of altercation that took place.
So you think it was real, or you think what do you think?
I feel like the altercation that took place was a real altercation. I feel like um, Elon is in the White House, bro, lit, bro. You feel me? He off the ketamine, he off the
That's what
cocaine.
I heard.
Obviously, bro.
That's what I heard. Heard he off that K Town.
He off that case.
He
So you
off
got
that K Town snob.
so you gotta
I'm
think
telling
about it. He's a billionaire, he's a rich dude, he's a powerful dude. And the job he got hired to do, you know, he uncovering some crazy money laundering. And then, you know, he made a comment. He said he has all of the clearance, right?
you. Right.
So if you got all of the clearances, he's been debriefed about things and about secret technology programs. And there's one in particular called Marsupial that he got debriefed on. Marsupial is a program that they use to track light bodies in our atmosphere. Like they see these UFOs that look like orbs, plasmas. They able to track those. They able to track those. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, then hold on. Now peep this. Watch this. This is even crazy. There's a company. I put it on my Twitter. There's a company, bro, where a whistleblower came out and pretty much said these hangars, this company has the craft that could get from Earth to Mars in 4 hours.
Wait, where's this company?
Fill that for you right now. A lot going on.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man. I think it's definitely a master plan behind all of this. This is definitely orchestrated. Make no mistake that Elon and Trump didn't just get into it, and then you got all this civil unrest the next day.
And where are pallets of bricks coming from?
That's what I'm saying.
Where are those
Where
pallets?
where are they coming from?
Is Soros back active?
He's back active because it's on every major media outlet.
I'm willing
When
to
they
bet,
do that, they giving us the BLM special right now.
man, bro. I'm willing to bet money that dude ain't a flesh and blood human being like us, man.
Soros,
Yes, bro. How?
I can definitely see that.
Why are you doing things that's detrimental to humanity? These people influenced by something, man. And I've been doing some research on it. I'm gonna make a presentation soon. You know, I don't really know if people is ready for a lot of this information that's coming out, but they asking for it. I'm gonna deliver it to them.
I know you got it because it's a lot going on. It's a whole lot going on.
Where's this shit? Okay, here we go. All right, keep this shit, man. Listen to this. Hey, Elon Musk. Interested in a real asymmetric advantage to wield in this political adventure you have started? As you know, the White House has long possessed a unique AI capable of accurately predicting a range of future events. Okay,
Okay.
keep that. According to this whistleblower, the government has murdered two sentient AIs already.
Hold on. They already killed two sentient AIs.
Already.
So who's writing this letter?
Say what?
Who's that? Who's in that? What document is that?
This is. I'm gonna send it to you. So
I got it. That's crazy, but not surprising.
this man said, "Remember when you were briefed by the special executive staff of Donald Trump on marsupial? Pretty nifty how he names a company is able to keep track of all those non-structured light energy craft flying around the world. But they were lying to you when they said we don't know how they work." He says, "So now you realize how terribly deceived and manipulated you have been by the people who claim to love Jesus above all else. If you are serious about saving humanity from itself and the others, contact Corbell and George Knapp."
What are we talking about? This is
Now,
crazy.
in certain fields, they refer to non-human intelligences as the others. This same whistleblower is the one who blew the lid off of Immaculate Conception. I'm gonna pull this shit up. Hold on.
Is this Matthew Brown? Matthew
Matthew,
Brown?
sir,
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
him.
Yeah, Matthew Brown's been. I'm just trying to figure out where bro really is. Where he's coming, like where he comes from, because he's for him to be as brave as he is. Um, there has to be some sort of green light.
Yes, and let's look. So look,
Yeah.
let's get into this. All of these whistleblowers are coming out and they're saying, "This is what I've been approved to say." There's a part of the government called DOPSR. In order for you to come out and release information, it has to be released through DOPSR. This is government approval for what they're saying. The Pentagon had to approve them to come and say this.
There it is.
So this is disclosure happening. They're drip feeding it through different people. Because
Yep.
a true whistleblower, bro, they end up like Snowden somewhere in Siberia. Like,
Facts.
like
Facts.
he didn't go
So
through. These guys are going through DOPSR. They're being approved to say this. And the man said, "We live in a carefully designed matrix, and that God is real."
heard him say that.
Now, you see what Tucker Carlson said about not wanting to know anything else about the phenomenon?
No, I didn't see that. What he
Tucker,
say?
he said he doesn't want to know anymore. He said he learns enough. He knows what's going on, and he said it's a really old story, and it has a spiritual aspect to it. Why is it that they found documentation about Hitler coming in contact with malevolent beings through a spiritual seance type of activity? They felt like Hitler was being influenced and manipulated by them. Okay.
Wow.
Why is it that we see a lady come out and say, hold on, let me pull that up. Matter of fact, let me put this in for
Beverly
context.
Rose just stepped in. She said quotes are being approved at the highest level, but being fed from different departments. Like Dobson,
Yes.
like
Hey,
Dobson, the Lord will intervene at the right time. Nice to see y'all in the chat. Shout out Beverly Rose.
shout out Beverly
She just
Rose.
dropped a gem on all of us. Susie, hello
All right.
from Australia. What's the word? Shout out Doe BZ, Rose Kane.
Sense at all. Number two guy in Nazi Germany flying into Scotland in a plane by himself and bailing out, right before the U.S. entry into the war, and at least things to say that were wild. One of the things he apparently said in his debriefs was he believed that Hitler was being influenced by demonic spirits that he had summoned through the occult. Oh, that's not worth knowing more about. There's a lot of stuff on that. It has said that.
That's wild.
Great stories.
No.
Any sense at all?
No. All of these secret groups, they all believe in the occult.
Facts. These are facts.
I feel like a lot of them are being manipulated by dark beings, different entities that exist. And if you know the right frequencies, you can speak to them, because the whole universe is built on sound, light, and frequency.
That's a fact.
Whoever was running the drill, they sent Hitler off the deep end.
Yeah, and the fact that they just, he's in the CIA ducks. Him being in Argentina.
That's still being fucking alive.
That's what's crazy to me is how is that not mainstream news? Why is that not?
Because
I mean, that's history. That's like it's just not enough people talking about it.
that's why this next little tour I'm finna go on, I'm about to go all the way, man. Balls to the wall with it.
What's up?
All right, hold on, man. I'm trying to this shit. I keep trying to. Hold on, man. I gotta find that. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Shout out Sam. Liddy Ways, what up? Lisa Monroe, what up?
It's your boy. All right, now. Let me get back over here. We about to open up the questions, man. Hold on, I'm trying to. Why ain't my shit working? I can't get to the screen. Can we get to it? Finesse. And we back.
Y'all up late with us.
Shout out to all. All right, so they want me to explain marsupial. Program marsupial. Sure. Oh yeah, hold on. Before we do that, can we get back to Amendment Court? Because they got apparently, according to this needs to be talked about, man. For sure. There we go. Amentum Corp. So Amentum Corp on Twitter, Amentum Corp is allegedly the place that's got in its hangars from back engineered technology from UFOs. They got craft that can go from here to Mars in 4 hours.
Crazy.
If they release this technology, the oil markets crash, coal markets crash. They don't want this information to come out because it's free energy, basically.
Yeah.
How do you sell free energy? All of the platforms used for travel throughout this country are based off oil and gas.
Somebody said, did we basically get dumbed down by the creators for our or their safety?
It's starting to seem like that. It's starting to seem like that. I'm live.
Are Dogman and Bigfoot dimensional beings?
Okay. Dogman and Bigfoot appear to be able to walk into another dimension out of this spectrum. Seems like they've learned to cross over. That's why you can't catch them. But if you really, really, really look, let's pull this up. If you really closely look at this being, like if you look really close, man.
I know you got the footage.
Here we go right here.
No.
If you look really close, at that, and you really think like, man, if your sole job was to survive on Earth, and you've been here, your species been evolving here 2 million years, untouched. That's how you
Yeah, real
look.
life. Like you.
That's how you
Absolutely.
look, man.
You look like.
Because that the European DNA is only 7,000 years old.
So you think it's the European DNA?
I don't know. Peep this. The white human didn't get to this planet until about 8,000 years ago. That's why on all the every indigenous people that you see, they got skin like us. Because we evolved to live here because look at the sun, the environment. It's not often that we get sunburned and shit like that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Now, in Luis Elizondo's book Imminent, and I do my own research, about 100,000 years ago, roughly, something happened. Us Homo sapiens got upgraded. We was able to outcompete Cro-Magnons, the Denisovans, who were much bigger and stronger than us. Somebody enhanced. Somebody did something because you look at the history of it. If your species been here a short amount of time than everybody else, it shows. Look at the urgency when it comes to seizing resources. Look at the urgency when it comes to trying to establish dominance and position on the planet. Why do they have such a sense of urgency like that? They DNA only 7,000 years old, man. The oldest forms of DNA in Africa is 7 million years old. Explain that.
Yeah. So where did they really come from?
It's almost like racism started on another planet.
It's likely.
Why is Hitler obsessed with tall, blonde hair, blue eye, in shape motherfuckers? That's not even how the average German guy look.
Very true.
Whoever the real was able to get him in contact with the Nordics, apparently. This same tall white that the Israeli space chief came out and said doing deals with the U.S. government. If you're really looking at the information, doing your homework, you are able to connect some of the puzzle pieces to this massive puzzle of shit going on.
Sheesh.
Everybody's welcome. Yo,
Bigfoot is a part of the Galactic Federation. I mean,
did we get the 50 likes?
can't count anything out, to be honest.
Get the 50 likes out. Phone line up.
It's choppy.
Man, get us the 50 likes. I'll open the phone line up.
So I'm watching you uploads on your channel. Lisa Monroe says that's interesting. Baba Lex from South Africa. Hop on.
You always welcome.
You got a line? You got a line they can call in?
Yeah. I got a line they can call in on.
Oh, let's get your calls in here.
I'm the man. Know I go all in.
She said, let me get some of that Kool-Aid. Lisa Monroe wants some of the Kool-Aid.
A little Kool-Aid never hurt nobody. Has anybody ever seen a silver metallic sphere flying around? Has anybody ever seen in the sky a 3-dot formation? Anybody ever seen that? A little Kool-Aid never hurt nobody.
Todd said, if you know we've been lied to about all history, why would we believe anything about Hitler?
Wait, what? All right, man. So you need to understand something. The power of AI is very, very influential right now. If you go listen to Hitler's legendary speech in Germany in English, listen to that and then come talk to me.
Oh yeah.
It's up to us as independent researchers to do our due diligence, and we can put together the same pieces that people in history put together. We can't just trust everything put in front of us, but we do have the resources to seek uncomfortable truths. And that's our responsibility, whether you take it or not. Straight like that, bro.
And Beverly Rose said, yeah, I've seen metallic spheres the past few years. Interesting. I'd like to hear more
Right.
about that.
So the metallic spheres, they have petroglyphs from 2,500 years ago showing those same metallic spheres, that 3-dot formation in the sky. What does that mean, man? What does that mean? What does that mean? There's a gentleman by the name of Patrick Jackson who has a book that's free right now on Kindle. Matter of fact, let me drop the link to it. It's called the Sphere Network. Everybody can check it out. I'm going to be making a presentation tomorrow night about the Sphere Network on Patreon. So hit the Patreon up if you want to catch that.
I'll lock in with that Patreon. Beverly says snow bunnies are not the main tribes of the earth. None of them.
None. That's a fact. But they have different. But it's different it's different factions of them. That's the deep part that I've discovered.
Human beings saving rights said, I've seen them too, but not shaped like triangles. Interesting. What was they shaped like? He said, what do you think of Hunter Victor alien interview in 4K? Hunting Victor. Hunting Victor alien interview in 4K. Not sure.
Let me look that up.
Yeah, y'all in here late with us.
Hunting Victor. Oh, I think I seen that video. I mean, I don't really. After I've seen that video years ago, I don't really take that video to be something as an actual interview with a Gray, due to the fact that obviously Grays speak ethically. I don't understand why they would be shining the flashlight in the face like that. Why the room is dark. Yeah, that something that's more compelling to me would be the alien autopsy video. That'd be more compelling. But yeah, I've seen this video. I don't take that to be something I would use as actual evidence.
Oh yeah. It's
in a high-tech government
Yeah,
facility.
it's just a little skeptical.
They're gonna interview you the same place. They're gonna interview that creature the same way they interview anybody else, man. Not like that. That's not how it's about to go. So when it comes to the three things with Trump and Elon,
Clayton said y'all never finished the Trump and Elon conversation. Yeah, man.
right?
Elon,
So basically, what
Trump.
took place is
I don't know. I don't know if getting the wool pulled over our eyes. This is just kind of one big coup. But or I mean, it could go the other route. You know, Elon could have been sent. He could have very much well been sent. And now he's rallying behind the Democratic Party supposedly. But what makes it weird is why would Trump say that, oh, Elon, you better not go to the Democratic Party? It's like, why would you even? It just seems like a press run to me. But you know, I just noticed when the
I
media
put the
starts to
link.
roll out, you know, they do their media rollouts, then shit starts to seem planned for sure. But
You think it's planned? You feel like it's planned?
yeah,
There is
controlled
a
out,
there's a
controlled out.
civil war taking place within our.
In my opinion,
There's
because
a
think about
civil
this
war going
too.
on in our government.
Oh damn, what happened to the sound? Think about this too.
Right?
You got Elon who's saying Trump was a part of the Epstein tapes. So if Trump was a part of the Epstein tapes or the Epstein flight log, and that's the whole reason why Trump wanted to get in office, supposedly to hide the tapes or destroy the tapes or whatever it is. Don't you think Biden would have been released that?
The Democrats would have had that shit
Wait,
out
hold
so
on.
fast.
Wait, I can't. Let me see if you're on mute. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I don't know what happened. There we go. Yep. So yeah, well, don't you think Biden would have been released that he was in office well after the Epstein case? Biden was in 2020. So
It's no the Democrats don't get
come
that shit
on.
out, man. They would get that out
Come on.
so fast. Uh, the thing is, Epstein used to have science conferences on this island, tech conferences on this island. He would have a lot of different things going on there. So it's going to be several people that's on them flight logs that are scientists and stuff like that,
Right.
politicians, investors who own the flight logs don't mean they was taking place in the heat of it.
Exactly.
So that's because man, bro, if they would have had that, bro,
That
that
would
would have
have
been
been
nothing.
out.
It's no way.
That would have been out. So that's what makes me
That's probably
think,
the first.
what is Elon on? Because how are you gonna be mad about a bill that wasn't even passed
He got
yet?
punched. He got punched in his face, bro.
So they punched him in the face.
Bro, so an altercation took place with him and somebody in that building.
Really?
For sure, bro. I got good intel
So
on
that
that. I'm
so
for
that really
sure
so
did.
that you know, because I did hear Elon be on that, he's on that ketamine, that K-Town. So I know he'd be tweaking out. It's very believable.
And then, his history in South Africa. He mentioned that he got his ass kicked several times out there. You feel me? So like that's a trigger for him. So he the reason why a lot of them South Africans are getting asylum here because they pretty much it's a slaughter going on over there
I
right
heard
now between it's like a race war taking place.
somebody said Trump was Epstein's whistleblower because he wanted his older daughter We all know how Trump feels about his daughter. Interesting. Was it barren? Elon had a black eye. He did. That's what we're just talking about. Somebody else was saying that it has to do with some ritualistic type shit too. But
hold on, man. Let me
word
see
around town is he just got those hands and feet put on him. They gave him the pause. What Elon said about Trump, we already knew. Is Epstein dead, or did they fake his death and relocate him? Both parties have been involved, so they all have to keep their mouth shut. Yeah, I don't believe Epstein's dead. Then Cash Patel comes out. You saw what he said?
He said he don't got nothing to do
No,
with that
about the
shit.
Epstein. Yeah, that too. But about the Epstein files. Oh no, they basically said, like, they asked him on Joe Rogan if he thought that Epstein was dead. He said, yeah. He said, yeah, I do, which is kind of odd.
He said it says according to U.S. media reports, Scott Besson is the one who struck Elon Musk. Besson called Elon a fraud, which Musk took poorly and responded physically. That was some type of fight that took place. Yeah, I'll be knowing, man.
Okay.
It's no gonna act like that. That's that I got punched in the face swag.
So now it's starting to make sense.
Oh, they put hands on
Put hands
Elon.
and feet on that man.
They put hands on Elon.
Yeah, they put hands and feet on him.
I was the first person to say it was a fight, man.
Yeah, nah, BH was for sure. He was the first person to say it. Somebody said Epstein too rich to be killed in jail. He's too powerful. I agree. Elon is African American by way of Canada. He might have had a hand in federal flow in the U.S.
What?
I don't know what y'all. Elon didn't know how to stick and move. That's
Hey, y'all see Zuckerberg went and learn how to fight.
Man, come on.
It be shit going on.
Yeah, y'all be thinking this shit is sweet.
A remote viewer's consciousness was trapped on the dark side of the moon, and the guy was left in a coma. Yeah, I heard about that. We going let's. Is Beverly still in the chat? Let's ask Beverly about
Beverly,
that.
you in here? You gotta be quicker than that.
They put. Imagine, guy, you got $1 billion and somebody put hands on you.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I lost.
You put your hand, go to hell, boy. Exit wounds turn to red like hell, boy.
Walk around.
Duncan Weed. I lost a lot of respect for Elon. He put on a bulletproof vest, walk around with his son on his shoulders. That's tough.
Damn.
That's tough.
I didn't see that.
That's tough. Told him.
Yeah, man. Could be that chip. Could be that Neuralink messing with him. Got that boy tweaking.
That's that somebody put their hands on me.
Beverly's here. Okay. I got like 1,000. I got a power in my hood. Imagine if I had 100 mil like Epstein. Imagine how much power I would have. Fentanyl, not federal. Yeah. It's just kind of weird timing, you know. Trump, Elon get into it, and then the protests pop off. Just saying.
Trapping like a fool.
Time is up.
I'm trapping like a fool.
Yes, sir. Beverly Rose in here.
Bev in here. So okay. So the question for Beverly, it recently came out that a remote viewer had his consciousness trapped on the moon by a hostile NHI. What you think about that, Bev?
She said only way to get stuck when remote viewing is to be compromised during the session. How does that happen? Has that happened to you before? When viewing being out of body, there is a period when if attacked you could go coma. Damn. Spooky.
That's spooky. I'm
Real
scared to
spooky.
remote view.
Yeah,
I'm scared to remote view, man.
I'm scared of that one. Wow, that's full on. So, has that happened? Has that happened to you, or do you know anybody that's happened to before? She said yes, it's happened to me before. Wow. How long were you on the coma? Did it feel like? How long did it feel like you were there? We kind of all remote view. We just gotta tap in. Yeah, no, absolutely. Ross from Canada or Australia,
We
actually.
all have the ability to remote view.
Beverly can teach you. Yes, please.
Look,
Absolutely.
if you want Beverly to teach you, go to her page and sign up, man.
Gotta sign up. Gotta go on her page. Y'all see her page? Go to the chat. Beverly Rose Official. I'm guessing that the viewer didn't cloak.
Right.
That's crazy.
Uh,
That's crazy.
Imagine that's your job. There, your job to remote view. You following orders, and a dude come out and say, "We told y'all don't bring y'all dumbass back up here. Now you stuck here."
Yeah,
Damn.
that's different. That's different. She said only few hours unconscious. We all have the ability to remote view. Yes, y'all want to learn how to remote view? Y'all go to Beverly's page. Y'all tap in, right? Just go to Beverly Rose Official. That's wild.
Astral projections.
Movie shit.
Man, something that's crazy to me is the docs about the Ark of the Covenant.
Break it down.
I firmly believe that, according to those remote viewer docs, the location was in the Middle East, and it had 24-hour guards. It sounds like some type of quantum computer with built-in security. They say it'll vaporize you if you try to break it. I feel like that was one of the reasons why they invaded Iraq.
Hmm.
When it came to the war on terror, they told the Taliban, y'all got 48 hours or we invaded. They called to say, no, give up Osama bin Laden.
Mm.
We went to war anyway.
Either way.
They not built all of this technology not to use it, man. All these warplanes. War with China is coming. That is inevitable.
So do you think that's going to be landfall? You think that's going to be a tech war? What kind of war? What are you anticipating?
Land, air, sea, sub, under the water, and it's gonna be drone technology, and then it's gonna be cyber. They obviously trying to poison our food supply. They just arrested 2 Chinese nationals with a bacteria. They didn't bought all the so much of the land that China owns is
Mm.
directly adjacent to military facilities.
Well, I just saw that.
During the Obama administration, per year, 40,000 plus were in Chinese nationals, males, came across the border illegally.
That's a fact.
We don't see no mass deportations of them.
That's what I'm saying. Where's
It's
the deportation of the Chinese?
not happening. It's
It's
not
not
happening.
going down. Beverly said, when viewing the Art of Covenant, I saw a chap being vaporized as he got too close. Wow. Wow.
Y'all gotta understand something. Having Beverly in the chat is next level, man. You feel me?
Bro, I think we really need to
Having
understand the magnitude of that.
yeah,
It's the magnitude of having Beverly Rose in here.
astounding, man. Astounding right now. We
Yeah,
cooking.
like her work speaks for itself. They only get caught because the ports are on lockdown. Question: do you think people that have spiritual gifts, the CIA research them in the spiritual realm? I believe it. Do you anticipate World War III happening in our lifetime? How can you be sure?
Yes.
Absolutely. There's a number. Y'all call in. 925-310-9859. 925-310-9859. China have built a large airstrip in remote Western Australia near a large port. Yeah, they're surrounding us. They're surrounding us. They own land around all of our bases.
Australia is our ally, and Australia is denuclearized, and their people don't carry guns. So Australia is probably going to be the first place to get attacked if China invades.
I can see that because they are right there. They are our closest ally. That's a fact. They are running down on the Chinese nail shops. How so? I haven't heard about that.
Are they now? Interesting.
China owns U.S. beef industry now. Yes, they do. I've heard
And
it.
pork.
Absolutely.
Somebody has just made a. My whole thing is, bro, how come ain't nobody did nothing to me? I'm outside every day. I'm selling out events, meet and greets. Ain't nothing happening to me, bro. Don't nobody want no problems. That's you dorks on the internet. Revenge of the
Real
nerds.
life. Real life. It's different.
Hey, Devon, we've been city to city, state to state.
But we've
Have
been everywhere.
issues.
We've been everywhere.
We haven't had no issues.
None. It's been nothing but love. It's been nothing but love.
Stupid, man.
Goofy guy.
Goofy guy.
The protest today was because Chinese shops, seen it earlier. How so? All meat factories in U.S. are owned by China. Yep. Revenge of the dorks.
Man, shut the door.
Bro. It's a lot of bots, though, too. It's a lot of bots. That dead internet theory is real.
That's a fact.
It's a lot of bots.
Oh, man.
I believe they're using AI, too, to try to socially engineer our opinions with these bots in the comments. Come to New Orleans on 4KT.
Off
And
work, this is Big Homie CC. What's your name? What's your question?
This is Lisa Monroe. What's good?
What's up, Lisa? How you feeling? You good?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of late here. It's like 4:58 here in Georgia.
Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, so I have a question. So I am spiritual as well, and everything that you said is just like everything is kind of like sense.
Okay.
Okay. So since it's been pillow talking about the new COVID is coming out. So it's like, do you think that we need to get prepared for like food shortages, all that or whatever? Because it's like it's been going on and saying, okay, like this is about that. So we us civilian people need to get prepared. So do you think that is it going to get serious as far as the food shortages and all that, or do you think that it could be like another like fear tactic?
Very good question. Very good question. Thank you for calling in. So here's my response to this. It was very concerning to me when I seen the company 23andMe sell 15 million DNA profiles. Now,
Wow.
they sold those 15 million DNA profiles to a company out of New York. Where was the COVID epicenter? The COVID epicenter was in New York, right? Now, if you want to put together a super virus, what are you going to need to do that? You're going to need a lot of different DNA profiles. That's exactly what they just got right there. And then you see people calling them out, and the company vows to use the profiles ethically. Why do you have to vow to use these profiles ethically if people don't suspect you might be up to some skullduggery, right?
Yeah.
Um, I feel like it is inevitable that another pandemic type of event is going to take place, because the only way you can prepare for the future is to study history. And historically, the human race has had several pandemics, from the bubonic plague to Ebola to, anthrax. We've seen a lot. But
Yeah.
if you want to destabilize a population, poison is going to be used, whether it's our food supply or whether it's us. I do feel like there is some type of different COVID variant that's going to come out due to the simple fact that strains mutate. And when you see two Chinese nationals getting arrested for trying to smuggle in a deadly airborne virus, well, there you go. So, shout out to our
Okay, so
people.
let me ask you a question. So let me ask you another question.
Okay.
So basically, you telling me that the virus or whatever that's been going on with COVID and all that, so that came from China?
Yeah, China and Wuhan labs in China, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and then, okay, so from what I was hearing last year, they said that everything was supposed to hit off, another pandemic was supposed to happen last year, but I guess things end up being in delayed. So they keep saying something about something going to end up happening around in the summer, or it could be like late in the fall. So I'm just like, I feel like when it do happen, it's happening now, because here at my at our big main hospital here in Georgia, they are already talking about that the new COVID is hitting people, like people are feeling
Right.
like consumption and stuff. So I'm like, well, shit, it's starting now. So
Get prepared. Get prepared, because
yeah,
I don't know if
Crazy.
y'all have experienced it, but everybody watching the chat, there's a different type of flu-like virus going around that we never experienced before. It's a lot worse than we ever seen. This
yeah,
is
and then people been sneezing and stuff too. Like a lot of people that I've been knowing around, like they've been sneezing, like I guess whatever, kind of feeling like cold or flu like. It's crazy.
so get your black gloves, get you some masks, start
Yep.
stacking on food and water. You already know what's going on. Thank you for calling in, Queen.
Thank you.
Have a good
Thank you.
one.
Thank you.
It's going down in the world right now. Get on point. Get on
Come on,
point.
hop on live with us. Call the line in.
Live call-in show right now. It's your boy BH. We got Devon True in the mix.
Yes,
The
sir.
guy outside working. How y'all coming?
What y'all on? So I know some of y'all are driving. I see some of the truck drivers in the live.
All right, hold on. I'm calling somebody who just called in.
Uh,
This is Big Homie .cc, Off the Grid Podcast. What's your name? What's your question?
I just want to compliment you for being like a Jack.
Oh, okay, for sure. I know what this is. All right, man. I appreciate you calling, man.
Thank you.
That's wild, buddy.
Who was that?
That's wild, buddy, with the dark fleet.
Oh boy.
That's wild.
Is that who we think it is?
That's our boy with the dark fleet. He say, they say, man, worked for the CIA. Devon worked for the CIA. They trying to trap me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Okay.
our dark fleet.
Goofy guy. Straight goof.
Confirmed.
Out there tweaked out on a Saturday night.
He over there. He in the K-hole tripping. He trying to find his way back. The man said the dark fleet. He said he worked for the dark fleet. They say, look, BH, we chose you to come represent the fleet.
Man.
I said, damn.
This is a goofy guy. You.
Confirmed.
Beverly said, confirmed South Africa has a new C virus. My daughter has mentioned it as she lived there, so the virus is being tested again as it's winter in South Africa now.
It's ugly.
Good information.
It's ugly. Shout out Beverly Rose at that. Because at the end of the day, bro, China has built their navy. China has the largest navy in the world.
Is that right?
They have the largest navy in the world. Their shipbuilding capability. We have 7 shipbuilding deck shipyards in America. They have 300. Then they build all their commercial ships are built to military specs.
That's why I work.
So they can go turn all their cruise ships into military ships.
That's why I work. And they do have the servers. They do have those servers they just put at the bottom of the ocean. So it makes sense.
Do you think they really mining helium-3 on the moon right now? Because if that's true, bro, that means they got permission
Right.
from the others that exist to do that. Because think about it. We was in a rush to beat the Soviets to get to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
We got there before them. The Soviets don't even go. We ain't been back. None of us have been back.
We ain't been back since.
If China is able to get up there and mine helium-3, they got permission from somebody. And that right there, that's spooky work. That's spooky. I want the Devon True point of view on the question real quick.
Go ahead.
If there is the possibility of a pole shift, you familiar with that?
No, put me on game.
So they say they building all these bunkers and underground cities and shit just in case of a pole shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing. In the last ice age, whatever happened fast because a lot of the mammoths that they pull out the ice still had food in their mouth. Why is a whistleblower coming out saying that the Bush administration built a $21 trillion underground city for the elites? Why they not telling nobody that the military have a rail system that can go from the West Coast to New York in 45 minutes? Why they not telling nobody that?
Is that right?
And then what are they using to power this? They got to be using some type of free energy. If the science chief from the Trump administration comes out and says, we have the technology to bend space and time, what does that mean?
Man.
This is why Elon is pissed off. He found out, wait a second, we've been busting our ass to try to advance on these rockets. And y'all got the technology this whole time. Amendum Corp is one of the locations. Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, y'all got the technology that we can go from here to Mars in 3 hours. And why we not using it? Why y'all keeping it on the wraps? That's why Elon figures, okay, well, I can start my own political party, and then now I can get into the White House, and then now it's my turn.
See, now you think that's part of a larger plan?
It has to be part of this plan because he was giving Trump $47 million a month to win. Without Elon, he don't win.
Now he did say that tweet where he said, "If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't
Wasn't
be in office."
would
And I
not be.
thought that was very significant that he said that.
Elon was supposed to get some of them ships, some of that tech.
Right.
They ain't give it to him. He pissed off. Then he ended up making people. He unraveling a money laundering operation. So he having heated conversations with people. People don't understand that a lot of political settings, sometimes punches do get thrown. You can pull this up on YouTube. You can pull it up anywhere. It's happening every day on a daily basis. So you got a guy that's proud like that, and then he in there lit. You feel me? In there
Right.
lit.
He's off that K-Town, y'all.
You know, it can get wild now.
That K-Town stomp.
That K-Town stuff. You feel me? With a little bit of that A1 Puerto Rico is going down now. It's going down. Anything can happen.
No, this is facts.
We
This is
watching
facts.
right now.
Beverly Rose said underground road network exists. The new one is being built underneath Vegas. They have been doing a lot of digging in Vegas.
Man, Elon got his company, the Boring Company, the Tesla. You been in that Tesla tunnel yet?
I have not.
Well, they got a Tesla tunnel right here in Vegas.
No way.
Bro, I'm in I'll be calling for Uber Blacks, and sometimes they'll send you one of them big Teslas. Bro, it's a traffic jam. Fool pull into the tunnel. He pull in a tunnel underneath. This shit go underneath the city. I seen it. I've been in it.
No way. And it's just for Teslas?
What? They got a whole tunnel. It's ugly right now, boy.
Monica said, I disagree. Joe Rogan won the crowd for Trump. I mean, two things can be true. Two things can be true.
Man, these boys got the technology to bend space and time. Hold on. Listen to this right here. Listen to this.
Hold on. I'll show you. We back. Got it.
All right, speak this.
Let's hear it.
It said the White House has long possessed a unique AI capable of accurately predicting a range of future events. They have an AI the government uses to predict events. Our government is using technology powered by sentient AIs to predict the future, man. If they have technology to bend space and time, what does that mean? Einstein's theory of relativity proves Einstein's theory of relativity. Is that mine or yours?
It's breaking up. I'm trying to. Yeah, he said, yo, y'all breaking up. I don't know whose side that's on.
Hold on, let me see.
Breaking up, yeah, we may have to do a quick troubleshoot. How we sounding?
All right, so it's definitely your mic.
What's that?
I have muted my mic and
It still sound a little choppy. We both sound choppy, or who sound choppy? Is it the whole stream?
the fuck is going on? Of course it's starting. Yo.
Yo,
Oh look, go wild and see if it keep doing.
let me see. Somebody said I sound like a robot. Let me leave real quick.
Yo. Yeah, we loud and clear now. We loud and clear. We got my boy Dev. Got to work on his mic for a second. But we in here, we working. Do I sound clear to y'all? Oh no. Much better, my friends. Much better. Oh yeah, we somebody cut their signal. They cut their signal jammer on.
You already know. You know what time it is.
We back.
Happens every time. Happens every time. We back.
We back.
Crystal clear.
Consistent.
Can't hold
Y'all,
us down. You can't ever hold us down.
y'all can't stop us, man. We too elite.
Can't stop this.
We too elite for them.
Y'all ain't never seen nothing like it.
For sure. They
We love
copy.
y'all. We love y'all.
And I see these boys copying off of.
Bro, everybody copying right now.
It's all good though.
TMZ even. TMZ. I know you seen TMZ.
This shit crazy.
Talking about everything we talking about. I love
These
it. I
boys
love to see it though.
they ain't got no soul, man.
No soul. See, the people don't want it from y'all.
Where?
People do not want it from them. That's no good to be taking life with no regard, like them eyes wide shut. Whatever you talking about, they didn't like it. Yeah. Every time though, I notice. Every time you really start getting deep, pause. It goes crazy. The stream gets choppy every time. We got my guy speaking Russian in here.
Oh yeah?
We got Russians in the building.
Alvita saying, I just decided that I'm just all my that's stand on business.
No other way.
Having a virtual assistant, I could do everything. And with a small support staff.
Staff is coming.
Oh, yeah, I already know. I knew this day was coming.
Man,
I knew this day was coming.
just know. Just know. Someone said, talk about 607 Unc on no jumper now. That's weird. No.
Yeah, that's why you ain't gonna see me around all that lame shit. I'm never going on no jumper. I'm never being peaceful with none of them. I'm not that type. Shout out my boy Uncle. No. I'm not no content creator. If I hate you, if I hate you.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like us Pisces, it's hard for us to differentiate a lot of shit.
Right?
It's hard.
Like, bro, like how do I look? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
and then he was talking about Adam taking in the booty and all of that shit, and they still working together. I'm cool.
Yeah. It's real. I mean, it's internet. It's just this is
Zest apocalypse.
It's a fucking zest, a force of zest that we've never seen.
See, Adam got King Pill going over to the 40s, a whole nother little gang bullshit war starting all over. Started from Adam 22. Well, I ain't got time for that man shit, man.
It's some other shit that came about, some other shit that started back up.
Bro, yes, bro. I ain't even finna get into it because
yeah.
That's
not at all.
the Zest God. The Zest God. They got it.
Tell you motherfuckers to stand on business. Eyes wide shut is real. When you coming out with that book.
See, that's these boys' problem. They ran out of content. They ran out. See, my shit is my real life. It's really going on. I'm out here with real people doing real things. Like now they ain't even want to do the interview with you and Mav. That shit at 100K.
That's what I'm saying.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. The people loving it. The people that I'm. That's what I'm saying.
Let me go look at the numbers right now.
Yeah, I'm saying it's some of the best numbers on the page.
Well, this shit is at 101K.
Yeah, it's
101K, man.
It's one of the top videos. Top videos on the page.
Watch this. It's all good. Watch this.
Every time we get on camera, we do numbers. BH. Every time we all get on camera, we do numbers.
They can't deny that. That cannot be denied, man. We're too consistent with it. And the ladies love us. You feel me? All of the solid elite guys fucking with us. The people have chose us. We align ourselves with our people, bro. Like, I'm not finna going on that show is like spitting in the face of everybody supporting me, and I was going back and forth. No, sir.
Absolutely.
Can't do it.
Absolutely. You know?
That's like spitting in the face of the little lady who got on the face. So I'm not never. If they send me some money up front, I'm running off. Oh no.
See, I'm out of there.
If they send me any money up front, I'm running off with it.
Y'all go ahead and listen to Beverly said, let's like and share the video so it gets out there and the message is to wake everyone up. You know, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's why the frequency's changing. This is why everybody's starting to speak our language now.
Yes, sir.
They all speaking our language. You notice all of these celebrities all of a sudden want to be content creators.
Yeah, because go ahead, bro. My bad. Pardon me.
Huh?
I said my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no. That's all I was saying. I was saying they all want to be content creators.
For sure.
All of the celebrities. The idea of celebrity is dead. Gone. It's over.
Facts.
That shit is over with. We don't want to see it no more because the veil's been lifted. Y'all see what's going on at the Diddy parties. Y'all see what's happening.
A lot of zesty activity.
Y'all see what's going on with how these celebrities ain't who y'all thought they were. But see, us working close and being within the industry, You know, we've always been privy to this. This is nothing new. This is nothing
Always
new.
knew it.
We always knew. We knew they were weirdos. We knew they were liars. We knew they didn't mean what they never mean what they say. They're not a man of their men or women or whatever of their word. We knew they was doing very zesty activities. Um, yeah, for the most part.
And it's a lot
But
of
I'm just glad the world is getting up to speed and they want to connect with real people again.
for sure, bro. It's game changing.
Absolutely.
I didn't think it was possible.
Man, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast.
Me neither, bro. This is crazy work.
Yeah, it's like they've been completely replaced. Like celebrities do not, people don't want to hear. Like, look, Sam 3 Artistry said, "Celebrity is dead because we don't want to worship demons." True story.
Nah, man. It's one video. I never was for a lot of the conspiracy theories and shit. I did my own research. But it's one video with Alicia Keys going like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep. Yep. They're doing it right in front of our faces. So Beverly said, "Vampires don't need socks. Their cold feet don't matter as they're cold all over." That was really funny. The feeding crew is a real thing. I did that for a few years. Wow. Said Dugas says zestivity. There's a lot of zestivities.
Shout out Big Duga.
Shout out Dugas. That Pierce Morgan slot was tight, big homie. When CC gonna show some of the mysterious rescue videos? We're putting that together.
Shit, you know my whole thing with that is I got hella videos. It's just trying to do it legally. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm not real sure about certain stuff. Then, you know, like I think it's weird that a lot of dudes want to see like the victim, shit like that. You know, I don't really feel comfortable putting a lot of these weirdos in the face of some victims because, you know, that'll really piss me off. I see guys on here antagonizing somebody that just came out of a dark place, and that's really all of them really want to do. So I'm letting the white people get my documents together, and then Devon and Maverick putting together the rest of it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get some of them out, but especially got to be careful. I really got to wait until this whole Diddy trial shit gets done. Cause yeah, like that can it can get tricky.
It can get
But
tricky.
I got something coming for that though.
We
Yeah, I'm
putting
not for sure.
we got a whole staff we putting together, y'all. We putting the staff together. Look, BH is not a content creator. I'll tell you. At heart, he is
Right.
not a content creator. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna compile everything together, and our staff is going to curate all the big homie content that y'all know and love.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
I keep going off camera to smoke my cigar so I can monetize the live. So
Exactly.
because these boys want to see, some of them want to see the victim so bad. It's like, man, boy, I damn near make it so they gotta pay to see that shit or something.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain ramifications on YouTube that, like you said, we're teetering the line. So we want to be sure that that can happen safely while protecting ourselves and our intellectual property.
Gotta protect ourselves. I don't really know all the legalities with
Yep.
everything.
Just want to make sure because it's real. It's real life. It's real life.
And that's
So
the thing. You know, with Vitaly getting locked up in the Philippines and the U.S. not coming for him and Russia not coming for him, that leave a lane open.
Right.
So Vitaly booked. Vitaly booked. He been.
Y'all, they messing with our mic again.
You say what?
How do we sound? We sound clear?
It's fucked up again.
Yeah, they playing with us. Hold on. Hold on. Can't stop this.
Can't stop this.
Can't stop this. Beverly Rose said all new talent artists are watched before going through the choices or the cathedral of pain where they are then owned. It's real. Beverly, please explain the cathedral of pain. What is that? What is that? Big Duga can make a snowman out of rain. Double tap your screen and give it a like. Shout out to Ozzy Mel. Beverly Rose, can you please elaborate on that? Go for a series with homie sounds amazing. You said Devon True mic is messed up. How I sound now? I'm good. Y'all put a thumbs up if I sound clear. Can't stop this.
Not at all, brother.
Tap dance all over the thumbs up button, y'all.
Lisa, thank you for the super chat.
Shout out to Lisa Monroe. Much love. Much love.
Hold on, what time is it?
You should make the rescue missions an animated true story series. That would be tough. That is dope.
Coming right up.
Now that's tight. Shout out to Stan. Yeah, the mic
It's your
sounds
boy.
sounding better. Okay, cool. We back. We back in action. We back in action. Let me grab my Kool-Aid. Hold on.
Uh-oh, Goulet time.
I'll grab my Kool-Aid.
I don't want to know anymore. You truly don't want to know anymore about it. I think I know what's up. So I can't prove it. I'm not going to articulate it, but I think I know what's up. Yeah. Can you articulate it? I think it's a really old story. What is it? I'm a Christian, and I am fairly sincere about it. I try to be stop being curious about this because I don't want to know anymore. You truly don't want to know anymore about it. I think I know what's up. So I can't prove it. I'm not going to articulate it, but I think I know what's up. Yeah. Can you articulate it? I think it's a really old story. What is it? I'm a Christian, and I am sincere about it. I try to be sincere about it, more sincere than ever, for sure. One thing that you notice about every world religion I'm familiar with, the topic is between religions. Jesus is unique, and I believe in Jesus. So I don't believe in kind of pantheology, okay? I don't think they're all equal or anything like that. I think mine is correct. I think that. But there are commonalities that are very striking between all world religions I'm aware of and all creation myths. One of them, and this is of course true for Christianity, very true, is that the belief that supernatural beings take physical form. They all believe that. Greek myths, Jesus, most famous. Well, in Genesis, same conclusions about being curious about it. You truly don't want to know it.
That's Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Why would he not? Because it creates psychological shock. The whole worldview. Supernatural beings can take physical. I fucking seen it myself.
He's seen it.
Some of the craziest shit I ever saw.
This shit chopping from.
I was trapping like a fool. And if that fool. Let's see. You got some more questions? I was trapping like a fool. And if that fool. Hold on, man. Let me play that shit one more time, man.
Stop being curious about this because I don't want to know anymore. Curious about this because I don't want to know anymore. You truly don't want to. Stop being curious about this because I don't want to know anymore. You truly don't want to know anymore. Nope. I think I know. I think I know what's up. So I can't prove it. I'm not going to articulate it, but I think I know what's up. Yeah. Can you articulate it? I think it's a really old story. What is it? You know, I'm a Christian and I am fairly sincere about it. I try to be sincere about it. More sincere than ever, for sure. One thing that you notice about every world religion I'm familiar with, I'm interested in that topic, there are commonalities between religions. Jesus is unique, and I believe in Jesus. So I don't believe in any kind of pantheology, okay? I don't think they're all equal or anything like that. I think mine is correct. I think that. But there are commonalities that are very striking between all world religions I'm aware of and all creation myths. One of them, and this is of course true for Christianity, very true, is that the belief that supernatural beings take physical form. They all believe that. The Greek myths, Jesus, most famously. It is described in Genesis as well, in Genesis 6. If every culture in the world that we know about, who's left any kind of written or physical record, is reaching the same conclusions about something, maybe there's something there. Stop being curious about this, because I don't want to know anymore.
Maybe there's something there, my good friends. Maybe there is something there. I'm over here Googling super hard, bro. Great. All right, man. That's my time for the day. I love y'all. We right back tomorrow. I'm going live every night. We locked in.